like so and so. I want to rap like myself. See, what people don't understand is that when you're good at being you, nobody can ever be better than you. That's individuality 101.
That's a good line.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to be like the next guy. I'm trying to be myself. If you don't like what I'm doing, it's cool. You don't have to like it. It's not for everybody. You understand? But at the same time, you ask me, do I think I'm a good rapper? I say I'm a great rapper. Because how many rappers do you know within this space and time and where we come from that have achieved these things? Because at the end of the day, it's not really about me. It's beyond me. The music is beyond me. You understand? I was able to get my second degree. You know, I've been able to be consistent since 2006. Do you remember how many artists came out in 2006? Every year, artists come out. But how many of them do we remember now? We're still on the block. I was still doing great.
Yeah. Another reason I asked that is because I don't know if you heard that people kind of compare it to Drake for several reasons. I mean, you're both
light skin.
Yeah, both yellow. That's one. Then of course there's you guys didn't grow up in the streets. You don't have the sort of street credibility which rappers are supposed to have.
Yeah.
Do you think that takes away from your sort of portfolio as an
artist?
You
know one of the greatest misconceptions? Nobody really knows how I really grew up. People just have ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think I grew up in a house of gold and, you know, I was driven in a Rolls Royce. It wasn't like that. You know, I've grown up. People don't even know where I grew up. I've grown up from abroad to Enugu, to Owerri, to Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody really knows how I came up. But it's the perception of media out there, you know. And they're like, okay, yeah. I mean, who would, if you're a blessed kid like myself, why would I want to claim like I'm street? I should be thanking God for my blessings. Not that I'm not going to try and be street. I was blessed.
Yeah.
You understand? And if people will have anything negative to say about me for being blessed, then that's too bad. But you can't make me feel bad about my blessings. You understand? And I feel like if for the few of us who have maybe had opportunity that maybe some of our friends, colleagues, family members didn't have, you have to use it well.
Yeah.
You understand? Because God is blessing you to do something for Him. Goes back to like what I said about the music. It's beyond me. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, you compare me to Drake, it doesn't even matter. As long as I'm compared to anything successful, I'm all right.
I just want to be... I just want to... You mentioned there about blessings and all of that, where you grew up. And, of course, your mom came to mind. She's someone who, for some reason, always comes up when you're talked about.
Yeah, she likes
me. Natural.
She likes
me. Like, she goes to my church. She's very friends with my mom. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, she was a minister. She's still in the government. She's a member of the leading party in the country. Yeah. And I know it's a very sensitive topic for you whenever her name gets talked about in the media anywhere. Do you like it? Do you use it to advantage? Or does it bother you that your family...
No, I actually haven't had the opportunity to use it to my advantage, funny enough. I mean, it's not a sensitive topic. I love talking about my mom. You know, she wasn't really... She wasn't down with me getting into music, you know. But she's my biggest fan now. And I've made her so proud, you know. And it gives... There's no greater joy than making, you know, your parents happy. Like you said, I haven't, to go back to your question, I haven't been able to actually use it to my advantage.
It doesn't bother you at all? That name comes up when...
I mean, it used to. I mean, some you know, interviews or whatever, they bring it up. But if you really look at it, there's really no connection. Like, Kenny Big Deal, 10 over 10, 5 and 6, Akomiti Poju, Tony Montana. You understand? So you don't see my mom in the radio station or on TV or Channel O or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And she's too busy to even keep up with me. Like, I put out a new song recently, finished work. She made sure she heard the song today. She was like, need to play that song. I want to hear it. She wants to, you understand? She's interested in the growth of, you know, my career and the industry as a whole now, you know. So,
do you think you would have been where you are today without the sort of funding that she would have given you, or the backing, if she did at all?
No, I didn't get any funding from her. That's number one. When it comes to backing, the only real backing I got was from Obi Asika. So, if your question was that without the presence of Obi Asika in your career, would you be in HOC today? I would say no, because I'm naturally an introvert. I'm a shy person. So it really Obi had to really come through for me and really push me, you understand, to actually not be that shy and come out and be who I am today. So Obi Asika is the real person who actually, you know, gave me that push.
Okay, we're going to go on a break now. When we come back, we're going to be talking about your wife. I know you don't like to talk about her in public, but we're going to talk about her and much more about your new singles.
All right, thank you.
Don't go anywhere.